Now to the latest on a crash landing at the Santa Barbara airport that officials say could have turned out much worse. The main runway is back open hours after the crash that caused major delays for people flying out of the area. A Lockheed C-130 transport plane with 7 people on board took off from the Santa Maria airport last night, destined for Phoenix. A hydraulics problem forced the crew to emergency land in Santa Barbara. Officials say early investigation shows that the plane landed and skidded on its belly several thousand feet, spinning 180 degrees. It finally came to a rest in the airfield near parked commercial jets. The Federal Aviation Administration is investigating now what happened. Now, the plane crash grounded planes at the Santa Barbara airport. Passengers were stranded or scrambled to find other plans. KSBY's Dustin Kleeman talked to passengers impacted by the crash.
Good evening, Karina. Dozens of flights, both departing and arriving, canceled because of the crash. Airport officials hope to resume flights at noon, but that time came and went. Considering the circumstances, travelers I spoke with, they remained upbeat. The words "no traveler wants to see" filled the board early Monday morning at the Santa Barbara Municipal Airport, one that sees 2,100 passengers on the average day. Many passengers said they didn't know the reason until they tried to book other flights.
I don't think they wanted to tell us it was a crash, but I started asking to be rebooked on another airline just to get out. And then they finally said it was a crash. You know, you're glad nobody was hurt. And it's obviously there's nothing they can do about it, but it's still frustrating and you want to get out of Dodge.
While some lingered at the airport as the sun began to rise, others worked to find another way home.
Oh, I'm going to drive. I just got a car, luckily. I got one of the last cars.
For Nick White, getting home to Montana would require another 18 hours of travel before they could land in the Big Sky State.
I feel sorry for the folks that are involved in it, but it's going to create some issues for everybody who's involved flying in and out of the Santa Barbara area today.
Though the travel headache is an annoying one, all who I spoke with say they are relieved no one was hurt in the crash. It's worth noting the C-130 plane did do damage to the signs and lighting necessary for navigation on the runways. That is being repaired. In the studio, I'm Dustin Kleeman, KSBY News.
Now, the plane belongs to International Air Response, a company utilized to mitigate oil spills and leaks. We did reach out to the company that owns the plane. It is not commenting on the crash at this time.